Good morning, everyone present over here. I, Junaid Khan, student of BTech, is going to represent the PPT and the live demonstration of our project, Homely Hub. This is all about my internship in Manistech, which is offered by Webstack Academy. Table of content. This is the table of content that I will be discussing further slide. That include introductions about my internship or my project, Homely Hub, goal of my internships, requirement, system architecture, use case diagram about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and MERN, stack, and then conclusion. Introduction. Homely Hub is basically a web-based platform inspired from Airbnb, designed to connect traveler looking for a comfortable stay with homeowners offering their space for rent. Basically, Homely Hub act as a mediator between the people who need the room or a home or the who have rent their home to earn money. Okay, it's allow user to list their homes or rooms for a short or long stay. Search and book verified property based on location, budget, and preferences. And the last point is enjoy a safe, user-friendly, and affordable experience while traveling. With Homely Hub, finding a home away from home become easy, reliable, and convenient with the help of Homely Hub because it acts as a mediator between that all things. The goal of my internship. The goal of internships are first point that I have gained practical experience in full stack web development using the MERN stack that is MongoDB, Express.js, React, Node.js. The for MongoDB, I have learned about how database is stored, Express.js, how the CRUD operation or the RESTful API is prepared, React, how the UI interface is prepared, Node.js, how the JavaScript runtime provided in server side. Second point is understand understand how to build dynamic, responsive, and scalable web application from scratch. Strength skills in front-end development using React, Tailwind, CSS, and reusable UI component. Learn to create integrate RESTful API using Node.js and Express.js. And at the end, learn about state management using Context API and Redux in real-time world project. Requirements or we can say the technology that are used for making successfully completing the project homely. Front-end, we use React.js for UI, Tailwind.js for designing and making the page responsive, Axios, which act as a mediator between front end and back end. Backend Node.js, which basically provides the JavaScript runtime for server-side programming. Express.js, using this, all the RESTful API or the CRUD operation is performed. Data for database, we use MongoDB Compass, which is NoSQL database. In this, we store all the data. In MongoDB, we use three different collections. That is for one for patient books, one for booking, and another for property listing, and the last one is for user who have visited or registered their account over that web page. Authentication. We use JWT authentication, that is JSON Web Token. For image upload, we use image kit, that is the property that are listed over on our web page. The photos of that property is not directly stored on MongoDB. In fact, that are stored on an image kit, and that in particular image URL is stored in MongoDB. So these make the reloading of a web page smoother, efficient, reliable. And we use also use mail drive for mail related work. System architecture overview. Homely Hub follows a one-stack architecture, which is a three-tier web application model consists of front-end, back-end, and database layer, or we can say client layer, server-side layer, and database layer. Front-end layer or client layer built using React.js for dynamic UI and seamless user experience. Backend server layer developed using Node.js, Express.js, handling logic authentication and API routing. And the database layer is managed using MongoDB, storing user data, property listing, and booking efficiently. The use case diagram. User can log into a web page, or he or she does not have recent in past having visited, or they do not have account, so he or she can register to a web to a homely hub web page. He or she browse the or view the listings and filter according to their requirement and search. He or she book their property according to their requirement preferences. View their booking that our project provide the past history of their booking. Create listing or if he or she rented our own properties to other to earn money, so he can list their own property and manage their listing also. Now move to the what is HTML. HTML is basically the hypertext markup language, is the standard language used to create and structure web page. Is defined how text, images, links, and other content are displayed in a browser. HTML provides the basic skeleton or structure of every website, allowing developer to organize content using tags and elements. It works together with CSS and JavaScript to make web page more attractive and interactive. In short, HTML is the foundation of web development. It is provide the basic foundation in developing a website. CSS, Cascading Style C. CSS is the language used to style and design web pages. It controls the layout, color, font, spacing of HTML element, making website visually more interactive and user friendly. CSS helps separate a website content from its presentation, allow easier design update without changing the HTML structure. It also supports responsive design, ensuring web page look good on all devices. In short, CSS add beauty and style to the web page. Now let's move to the JavaScript. JavaScript basically a powerful scripting language used to make web page interactive and dynamic. Or we can say that JavaScript provide the functionality to a web page. You have seen but various button on a website, or we can say you have seen many things how they can work in the background. These all the things are work using the JavaScript functionality. It allowed developers to add features like slider, pop-up, pop-up slider pop-up from validation and animation to enhance user experience. JavaScript work alongside HTML and CSS, controlling how elements behave on web page. It can also communicate with server, handle data, and update content without reloading the page. In short, JavaScript bring life and functionality to a website. Now let's move to the React. React.js is a powerful JavaScript library used for building interactive dynamic user interfaces developed by Facebook. It allowed developers to create reusable components, making code easier to manage and maintain. React uses a virtual DOM document object model to update web page quickly and efficiently, improving performance. It is widely used for building single page application with smooth and responsive user experience. In short, React make web development faster, modular and more efficient. MongoDB. MongoDB is different from a structured query database because in MongoDB data is stored in JSON format, whereas in SQL MySQL the database is stored in the form of tabular form. So we there is no need to predefine the all the tables and all, we can say that the structure. So because of this MongoDB make the development process more efficient and faster. MongoDB is a NoSQL database used to store data in a flexible document based format called JSON-like document. It allows easy storage of the complex data structure without needing fixed tabular schema. MongoDB is highly scalable and efficient, making it ideal for modern web application. It supports fast queries and real-time data handling, which help applications like Homely Hub manage user listing and booking smoothly. As we have used three different collection, one for user and another for property list and the last one for booking. Express.js. Express.js is a lightweighted and flexible backend framework for Node.js. It helps developers build RESTful API and handle server-side logic easily. Express simplifies tasks like routing, middleware setup, and request handle. It acts as a bridge between the front end and the database, ensuring smooth communication. In short, Express makes backend development faster, cleaner, and more efficient. Now let's move to the Node.js. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment that allows developers to run JavaScript code on the server side. Or we can say that Node.js provide the JavaScript runtime environment for the programming in server side. It uses the V8 engine from Chrome, providing faster performance and non-blocking I/O for handling multiple requests simultaneously. Node.js is ideal for building scalable real-time web applications like Homely Hub. It enables full-stack development using a single language that is JavaScript across both client and server-side. Conclusion. The internship at WebStack Academy provide invaluable practical exposure to MERN stack development. The second point is interns gain hands-on experience through projects like Homely Hub, enhancing their web development skills. Equipped with enhanced skills, interns are prepared for future career opportunity in full stack web development. And the last point is with a solid foundation, interns are now ready to contribute meaning to a meaningful to the tech industry. That is all about my PPT. Now, let's move to the live demonstration of my project, that is of my Homely Hub project. These basically all the codes of. Let me check. Restart my server for backend also. This is all the course which we have done attending the live classes provided by the Webstack Academy. They help us a lot and make programming easier in simple understandable words. So this is basically the landing page of our project, the Homely Hub. These are the all listing property, and I can also show the database for this. This is all the database mm, of the property that are listed on our website. From here we can log in. Here we can search for a particular destination and filter according to the requirements and date. This is a filter session. From here we can log out and manage account profile. From here we can edit our profile, change password, view my bookings. I recently have booked one booking. This shows the history of that. My accommodation, or if I want to register or list my room or a house which I available for rent to a people, so we can list over here by filling these forms. This is basically, and these are the page, next page, and the previous page. I show the one live demonstration of for booking a one. These are the all image of that particular hotel. This is the description. What this place offer: free Wi-Fi and on all thing. The charges of 3,500 per night. Yeah, extra information in the live map location. Let's show you 5 2. 9. Number of guests 3. My name is Med. This is the final checkout page. Booking details, check-in date, check number of guests, night 3. Total amount is 10,500. Progress to payment. And by click on this, we successfully book. This show the my booking that I've recently booked. So this is basically all about my projects that I have built during my internship. So thank you Webstack and thank you the guides that help in making this project and providing real world experience of money stacks and gaining hands-on experience of it. Thank you.